Oh, okay. All right then. Okay. All right. I'm open for all of it. I don't mind.
All right, that was a good intro. So this is the first Coyle file, and Dad's reaction to talking about the first question, which is going to be, tell us about you and who you've been up until this point. So your history in 4 minutes. Can you
That's
do
what
that?
I'm saying. 4 minutes. This is not giving much time.
Not much time.
Right,
so you get ready for that. I'm just going to get the clock going.
Okay.
We're going to start the timer on 4 minutes. You ready?
Yep, ready to go.
First Coyle file begins. Go.
Okay, I was born on the 24th of January 1952 in Melbourne, within the sound of the tram bell, so to speak. Grew up there and had my first job on the Victorian Railways, which really caused me to become a railway enthusiast in 1967. Went to live in Sydney from 1971 until 1988, where we moved my then wife and my son Hugh, in other words. So I moved to Queensland in 1988. When you're talking about who I am, it's basically, as I say, I'm interested in transport, I'm interested in politics and a variety of other things, comedy and television, and a few, not very much television, but movies or sitcoms occasionally and that kind of thing. So I just look at a few of those kind of shows, whether you're talking about Seinfeld, or talking about, I used to like The Simpsons, but they've gone right off in my opinion in recent years. And anyway, right now I have angina and I'm ready to have a bypass operation, which is quite a concern. But I believe it'll be, fully successful. And then it makes you realise your mortality, what it amounts to. I'm 61 years of age, and when I was 30, like your age, I might have been subconscious. You kind of felt that you're going to live forever. You're only 30, you've got everything in front of you. Unless you die tragically, you basically have a long life ahead of you. So you're asking me questions. That was the first question.
So is there anything else you want to talk about? We're talking about your life and the things that have happened. You've had cancer twice.
Yes, I guess there was you could have to describe it as a miracle occurred in relation to that, because as my doctor at the time said, after I had a 13-hour operation.
When was this? How old were you?
Just about 5 years ago. So.
That was the second time?
Yeah, the second time. The first one was when I turned 40. I was in hospital having an operation for the first cancer.
Which was what kind of cancer?
It's a synovial sarcoma, possibly very, very rare, but 15 years later I got it again. So. Anyway, the doctor was holding, she said, the reason you haven't eaten for 5 days is I held your brain in my hands. I said, I'm glad you didn't drop it. Anyway, it'll come out like that.
Came out okay.
Okay, so that's
okay. And what other interests? Like, if we're just talking generally about who you've been over the past 61 years.
Yes.
What else? What else? You've been an
I've done a variety.
Lobbyist?
I've done that. I'm actually quite proud of the fact that I had quite a role to play, in a sense, a genuine role to play in having smoking banned on long distance transport. I consider myself to be right up there with a handful of people who were able to achieve that. In fact, I got phone calls from Canberra, Department of Transport, wanting to know why and how and what about the mechanics of it and what about we say constitutionally and all this kind of business. Like, what about freedom of trade between the states? I said, yes, well, there is freedom of trade, but there's also a thing called safety. And passengers inhaling smoke is part of the safety issue. You wouldn't leave without your
So with 15 seconds left, is there anything else you would say?
So, many other things, but some other time we'll cover a few other subjects.
All right. Thank you, Dad. And with 8 seconds left on the clock, we'll call that our first Coyle file complete. Thank you for that, and we might flip the question around and do a couple more. But yeah, that's it for now. So say bye for now, Dad.
Okay.